Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for attending our session. We're very happy to be here back in DUS after a couple of times when we had this opportunity to do it in the past. Unfortunately, this year again we are not face to face, but it is what it is. We hope that next year we'll be able to see each other again in person. We are going to discuss today about cybersecurity during dark times, as it's written on the PowerPoint. And although we all have the impression that the corona pandemic has passed, we will discuss about some of the challenges that we do see in the cybersecurity area after this corona pandemic. Of course, alongside with me, I have my two best friends, George and Mihai. So a short introduction about ourselves. My name is Mihai Popa. I'm the head of global consumer lending platform in ING. George is IT ops manager for the cybersecurity, and Mihai is an engineering manager for the cybersecurity. You might have seen us in the past presentation on in DAS for multiple other on multiple other topics. As I said, we're working for ING. ING is a medium-sized European bank. We are like 60,000. We are having 60,000 employees and around 10,000 tech people. With a market focus on Europe, but you will find our offices around the world. Today, as I said, we will discuss about some of the organizational challenges that we have encountered last year and also this year in the, let's call it, aftermath of Corona, and we're gonna touch two big topics. So those are going to be around the hybrid mode, the new way of working, and the big reset. So two big topics, but I'll detail about a little bit later. I think the most important message is that, of course, there is life after COVID. Fortunately, so we see more and more that the COVID pandemic is slowly going down, and people are returning to the office. But this is one of the biggest challenge that we're going to face, and that we are facing personally in ING. So how is our life going to look like from now on? Are we going to go back to the office? Are we going to be still in a hybrid mode, and how that hybrid mode looks like? I think these are questions which are also popping up in your minds, and maybe you're also facing similar challenges. One of the things that have emerged during the pandemic is this great reset here that you see here in the picture, pictured by the World Economic Forum. So if you didn't hear about it, it's around that many people have been laid off during the pandemic, and some of them actually decided to not go back to their former jobs. Some of them opened their own businesses. Other that did a reconversion to other industries. Other people just took severance packages, and they are just enjoying some holidays or some work around the house. And this actually has a big impact, or had a big impact, in what is happening now in 2022 in the job market, because it's actually very difficult to find good employees. However, even with this big challenge, life has to continue, and we have to keep working. So how do we come back to work, and how are we collaborating, right? It's two of the big questions that it's on everybody's lips, because some of us do prefer to work from home. Others are saying, I'm very happy to go back to work because I can get rid of my kids and I can focus finally on doing some work. Other people are purely more socially interested, and they want just to hang out with their colleagues and to do some collaborative work in the office. So for the moment, I don't think there is a perfect recipe to that. If you would impose stricter rules or stricter conventions, then that would make some of the people happy. If you still give freedom to people, you will end up in a situation where some of us are in the office and others are at home, and that would not lead to a perfect collaboration. So we think that all these elements are still to be uncovered, and we have to doing this year, and we all have to test and see what goes for our companies. And this is going to be also a topic for later at the end of this presentation, where we'll go a little bit more into details. With these new challenges and with this, like new life, we start to face some new cybersecurity challenges. And with this one, I will let George to talk more about it, because we think that it's not so, we cannot look at this picture so simple by just saying, yeah, hybrid mode is a given and this is how we should work. We think that there are more to talk about around cybersecurity. So George, welcome, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mihai. So when we're talking about cybersecurity, before Corona started, we were working most of the time from a secure location with occasional work from home. For some of us, depending, of course, what different policies each company implemented. But then COVID-19 came and everything changed, and we started. Most of us started working from home all the time. Policies and systems, of course, were adapted to support this change, also in terms of infrastructure and also in terms of security. And what we're experiencing now in 2022 is that we started having a mix of these both worlds, depending, of course, on with some slight differences, depending, of course, on which type of hybrid mode each company implemented. But more concretely, what does this mean for the cybersecurity area, and what are the current threats? And in order to answer this, we will combine our answer with the latest Europol report that was released in December last year. And this report is the Internet Organized Crime Threat Assessment, and Europol is doing it every year. And as we see in the